Xin chào quý vị tại Denoise Contender Series, chương trình tìm kiếm tài năng của Chủ tịch UFC. Một khoảnh khắc lịch sử đã được tạo ra cho MMA Việt Nam khi Steven Nguyễn, võ sĩ gốc Việt đã giành chiến thắng knockout trước AJ Cunningham ở lần thứ 3 thử sức tại đấu trường này, qua đó giành được bản hợp đồng lịch sử với UFC. Và ngày hôm nay tôi rất vinh dự khi được trở thành người đầu tiên tại Việt Nam nói chuyện với một võ sĩ tại UFC trên sóng của truyền hình Ca Cộng. Và ngay bây giờ chúng ta sẽ cùng lắng nghe những câu chuyện, những cảm xúc mà Steven Nguyễn đang có sau giây phút huy hoàng, giây phút mà thực sự anh đã thay đổi cả một nền MMA. Alright, what's up, Steven? Now we're here. Okay, first of all, congratulations on your UFC contract. You made history, bro. So, first of all, I gotta say, you look great coming off that absolute war. Like, how do you heal that fast? Like a Wolverine or something?
Yeah, I mean, it was an absolute war for sure in there. He's a very tough opponent, AJ Cunningham. So props to him for taking all that punishment. I felt like it should have been stopped in the first round, though.
Yeah, it's been 2 weeks past that historic moment. So now you went back to celebrate with your family. You got all these UFC welcoming parties. So after 2 weeks, what does it feel like right now? What are some of the emotions after spending that well-deserved time?
Yeah, I mean, I had a great time after my fight. Especially going back to my hometown, seeing my family, seeing all my friends, and it was a great time. But honestly, right now, where I'm at right now, I'm just really focused on just getting back into the training camp and getting back to my regular dieting again, getting ready back to my regular training schedule again, because there's just still a lot of work left to do. And I celebrated, I had fun, and now it's right back to work.
Yeah, definitely. And when I look back at your journey to the UFC, I mean, it's got to be one of the most inspiring stories ever on Contender Series. I mean, you came into the show as an undefeated prospect. You got, unfortunately, made a highlight, and then came back the second time, won convincingly, but didn't get a contract. And then the third time, you just delivered a wonderful performance. So, like, when you look back at your whole story, like, what can you take from it?
Man, I mean, it's a long story, isn't it? It's been 4 years since my first Contenders fight. So, yeah, that's what I'm saying. 4 years and 3 shots. You said it just right. Yeah, I learned every single fight. I learned something significant, not just in the actual fighting itself, but mentally. I learned something different every single time. And I honestly feel like I'm in my prime right now. And this is the perfect time for me to be in the UFC right now.
That was your first fight after a 2-year layoff. I mean, I'm sure the physical thing is not really a problem for you, because I know you're always in the gym, you're always training with the best guys in the world. But what about the mental part of it? I mean, it must be some kind of a frustration to, having fights after fights falling off, and then the pressure of maybe your last chance to get into the UFC.
Yeah, I mean, the whole fight camp was mental, man. It's not. Yeah. It wasn't really the physical part. I knew what I needed to do in the fight, obviously, but it was a mental thing. And every single day I woke up, I thought about AJ Cunningham. I went to sleep, I thought about AJ Cunningham. It was one of those things where, when you're about to fight the last fight, your last chance to be able to get into the UFC, like, I just really, I put myself, kind of away from everybody, and I just really put my head down and grinded, and I didn't think about anybody else. I only focused on what I can control, and I did everything possible. I just knew going out there was going to be my last chance. I knew what was on the line, and I just had to go out there and execute what I've been working on, man. That's all I had to do, man.
Yeah, you just did just that. And besides fighting, I know that you're having a business of your own, like as a personal trainer. So how's it going, man?
Yeah, it's going good, and I credit a lot of my time personal training to my win, because in everything that I do helps me in my fight game. So I train with some of my clients. I'll train with some of my clients. I'm constantly teaching them stuff. So in my head, I'm reteaching myself in my head all the time about all these moves, you know. So I'm constantly in it all day, every day, and this is what it's my passion. So I'm glad that I was able to turn that into another passion of mine, is coaching.
Yeah, and you're living life to the fullest. So I don't know how you feel about the Apex, but for me, I didn't like it. I mean, I know you fought there 3 times, you got 2 wins, but you know, there's something about it that just doesn't, you know, appeal to me. So if you were given the choice, where do you want to have your first fight in UFC? Is it, let's say, T-Mobile Arena or Madison Square Garden, or maybe Wichita? You
know, you're right. Like, I fought in the Apex 3 times now, and I really hope my next fight isn't there. It's good because I can hear my coaches, but my coach he already has a loud voice. I can hear him anywhere. I can hear him from in the back of the room. So I feed off the energy of the crowd. So hopefully my next fight will be in an actual arena, like I said. Hopefully one day we'll have UFC Vietnam, you know, and that's where I want to fight.
Where are you coming back to Vietnam, man?
I really want to go back to Vietnam soon. I mean, as soon as possible, really. Right now, I obviously have a lot of stuff I'm doing here in the States, training, stuff like that. But that's like, you know, I want to make sure I have the time to visit Vietnam correctly. I don't want to just go down there for a few days or a week. I want to make sure I go down there for a solid 3-4 weeks and really experience my home country.
Yeah, and I can't wait to show you around right here. You know, the whole MMA scene's blowing up, and this new cool studio.
I'm excited for that,
yeah. So thank you very much.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah, thank you very much, Steven. Do you have any message you want to send to all the Vietnamese MMA fans who are, you know, really excited to celebrate your success 2 weeks ago?
You know, first off, I wanted to say, you know, come on for all the support, and you guys are like, you know, you guys are the reason why I, you know, fought so hard. Like, I would think at night, like, what is my why? And, you know, representing Vietnam is one of those whys. And, you know, I'm super proud, and I'm ready to get into the octagon and represent you guys.
Yeah, just one last question. When you land to Vietnam next year, what's the first food that you want to try here?
Ooh, there's có nhiều đồ ăn lắm. Không biết.
Bún bò Huế.
Bún bò Huế ngon, bún Huế cũng ngon, nhưng mà I feel like there's just too many. I feel like there's a bunch of, you said that and like 5 million things popped in my head, but I think I'll have to try chắc ăn phở trước. Tại
good choice.
You know, phở in Vietnam is probably different, right?
Yes, it's different here.
It's different. So ăn phở trước, rồi ăn bánh mì. Yeah, you know, just like little things like that. But I'm sure, Trevor, you're gonna help me out and show me all the good spots.
Yeah,
right?
I'll be your guy, man. All right, appreciate your time, man.
Right.
Good luck with your next plans. Good luck with your business. Good luck with your upcoming UFC debut, and all the best to you, man. Thanks for your time.
Okay, come on. Thank you, brother.
Vâng, đó cũng là tất cả những câu chuyện mà Steven Nguyễn cùng với tôi sẽ muốn chia sẻ. Chắc chắn đó sẽ không phải lần cuối cùng chúng tôi gặp nhau trên sóng của truyền hình K Cộng. Hãy cùng chờ đợi những chuyến hành trình tiếp theo của Steven Nguyễn, đặc biệt là màn ra mắt UFC của anh, cùng với rất nhiều những tài năng khác của Việt Nam đang thi đấu trên đấu trường quốc tế mà bản thân họ cũng đang rất gần với những khoảnh khắc được gia nhập vào UFC rồi. Cảm ơn sự quan tâm theo dõi của quý vị và các bạn. Xin chào và hẹn gặp lại trong những chương trình tiếp theo.